Hey everyone, today I have a updated frequently asked questions in terms of hooping for you guys because I have been getting so many messages and comments on the hoopingLIVE page, and when I scroll through them sometimes I can just see what the subject is, and I kind of noted what the most frequently asked questions are, and so here is an updated FAQ. So question number 1 is, what size hoop do you use and what kind of hoop is it? So my hoop is a 32-inch polypropylene hoop, and I also use 28-inch for off-the-body kind of whippy stuff, and then a 34-inch for more slow on-the-body flow practice. And a lot of people ask me, like, you know, what are my recommendations? And those are my recommendations, is don't rush your hoop size. Just get a small hoop, a bigger hoop, and a bigger one. Play with all different sizes. See what feels good for you. Don't think just because I use a 32-inch hoop as my regular hoop means that, you know, you're going to hoop just like me because you have a 32-inch hoop. You know, you need to really play with try out different kinds, you know, let's like try it on clothes. See what fits and works best for you. Question number 2 is, how do I get started with hooping and how do I learn? So there are so many amazing things on the internet these days. On YouTube, you can actually watch a bunch of tutorials that I've made on my channel, or you can also watch hoopingLIVE on Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Everyone is so open to sharing and teaching nowadays. There's also a ton of people that are teaching classes in local areas. So just go online and, you know, go to hooping.org, hoopinglive.com, hoopcity.ca, all these great places to go and learn. Question number 3, which is kind of a tough one for a lot of people, is how do I find my flow? And I did not find my flow until a long time into my process of hooping, and a lot of people think that it's something that can be drilled or practiced, when in reality it's something that's just going to come one day. You're not going to ask for it to happen, or you can't really make it happen. You just have to let it happen. And you know, one day when your inner dancer decides that it is ready to be its full self, it will happen, and you will know when you feel real flow, because it's like incredible bliss. So just practice and love what you're doing. Question number 4 is how to deal with negativity. Negativity online or negativity in real life. It's everywhere. Trolls are everywhere. A lot of people like to give girls crap for hooping, and or at least in my case, because I am a girl, but just in general, you know, I can't really teach you how to not get your feelings hurt, but all I can say is if you just brush it off and maybe deal with it later if it really affects you. You know, don't deny yourself if you're sad about something. You know, if you're sad, be sad. If you're happy, be happy, but don't let it affect you where it makes you stop hooping, because then that's when it goes to a new level. So just brush it off, let yourself feel what you want to feel, and realize that some people just don't get it, because most hoopers are pretty out there. So we have to realize that other people, all the basic people, just don't get us. Right? Right. So question number 5 is, where can I find hooping events, and if I decide to go to hooppath, is it worth it? Well, first of all, there are hooping.org has all the hooping events that will come up. You can look them up online. Let's see, Hoop Convergence is a really popular one. Hoop Convergence, why don't I know? There's also a bunch of festivals you can go to, but hooping specific ones. You can also check out Unity of the Hula Hoopers that has a huge community that you can learn all sorts of good stuff on there. But the main one that I've been to is hooppath, and I'm a huge supporter of it. It's what taught me how to find my inner dancer. It was what taught me how to be a better person. So if you're saving your money for a specific event, I'm going to be biased and say hooppath. So it is definitely worth going to, especially if you're really passionate about hooping and want to like kind of blossom as a hooper. So sexualization in women and hooping, it kind of ties back to the negativity question. A lot of people say, hey, Audrey, people think that I'm trying to be too sexy, or I get, crap for what I'm wearing, or people think I'm just trying to get attention because of hula hooping. And if you've had that happen, I understand. I've had that too. And just know in your heart that that's not what your intentions are. Maybe they are, but if they're not, know that they aren't, and that other people just won't get that. And that there's nothing that you can do to make them, persuaded. So just don't let that stuff weigh you down. Realize, they're wrong, and I know in my heart they're wrong. So I'm going to say, yeah, that sucks, and screw you, but I know I'm doing it for all the right reasons. Oh, intense. You guys asked some intense questions. Question number 7, which kind of ties back to the last question, is kind of like the discrimination with men in hooping. And I know men can get sexualized and, everything's equal, but specifically sexualization in women is something that I personally had problems with, and my close male friend hoopers have had problems with this. So I know it's all over the board, but I'm talking about my own personal knowledge, is that men are gonna, be called gay, get called even worse names for stuff like that. And a lot of people don't understand, why a guy would want to hula hoop, but that's just because they're unaware of what hooping really does. So as a man, you can, just like with the women, you can just understand and keep, I know it sounds all crazy, but keep loving your heart for that person and realize that they just don't get it. And someday they will, but right now they don't, and that you accept that and you move forward. So don't let that stuff get to you. I know it's hard not to, though. Okay, number 8, how to deal with plateaus, which means if you get stuck in a loop of not knowing what to do in your hoop. A couple things. Get a diary and start writing in your diary about hooping and how it makes you feel. Maybe make pictures, draw to-do lists. Just start making hooping into something on paper. It can really kind of open your eyes into other things. You can start jotting down specific ideas of something cool you can do. Another thing you can do is practice things in your opposite current. So just anything you're learning, just switch the hoop and try it that way, because it's hard and it won't get old. My other tip is to just drop the hoop and don't even use it. Just start dancing. Try all sorts of different music out and just dance. And then bring your partner or your hoop into it and see how that works out for you. Just experiment. Don't feel like you just have to hoop all the time and watch YouTube videos to become a better hooper. There's so much more to it than that. So question number 9 are, what are good clothes to wear? A lot of people want bare skin. Hoops grip to bare skin very well, but there's also magic kind of velcro grip tape that I buy from Bonnie Brown. You can also order it from outwardspiral.net, and it sticks to clothing very well. So during the winter seasons, or maybe you just don't want to wear, bare shoulders or bare legs, you can use this velcro tape that will be awesome for clothes. I love it. You should definitely get some or try it out because it's amazing. And last but not least, question number 10. What do I do if I want to make videos, but I'm too afraid to be in front of the camera? I want to upload them to YouTube. And, how do I become a part of this community? Well, first of all, I always recommend filming yourself, whether you upload on YouTube or not. It's always great to be able to see back what you're doing. And then it's just, honestly, it takes practice. Just if you keep doing it, you'll get better and better. And what's beautiful is that even if you're not uploading the videos, the YouTube community for hoopers is amazing. And then, like I said, hoopingLIVE.com, our show, Hooping Live, brings a lot of the community together. And so if you're in the middle of nowhere and there's no physical community, the online community is just phenomenal. So check it out. So hopefully this answered a few questions for you. If you have any other questions, you can always put them in the comments below, and I will be happy to get back to you on those. Until then, hopefully I will see you guys on Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time for Hooping Live. You can find the links on the Facebook site, Twitter, or just go to hoopinglive.com and can directly go there from the website. So, until then, don't drink and drive.